I told myself I wasn't going to cry about this car. But the Lamborghini Huracan is going to be leaving us. Many people don't know that Lamborghini went from making tractors to making some of the most inspirational, emotional feeling cars. Not only when you drive in it, but just seeing it. When you hear it drive by. Lamborghini isn't a vehicle that you see. It's just a spectacle. It literally makes you feel an emotion. From my childhood favorite, when I first fell in love with Lamborghini with the Diablo, playing those racing car games, looking in those magazines, Lamborghini decided to test the limits of what a supercar can look like. And ever since the production of the Huracan, they gave me something to fall in love with from Lamborghini as a grown man. With this V10 motor in the back, all-wheel drive, available in the drop top, the sickest, most ridiculous interior. And don't even get me started on the fact that people who don't know about the vehicle don't know how to put it in drive. They can't figure it out. It's just one of those kind of cars that just gets you teared up sometimes. But Lamborghini isn't going out without a bang. Because Lamborghini is going to be changing up soon. Just like all the other car brands. Forced by the pressure of the EPA and all these other emission regulations of the future, causing us to get rid of our smelly, gas-guzzling motors and switch to something a little more eco-friendly. Like that's what we all want. The Lamborghini Huracan. Forget the SVJ. Forget the Aventador. Lamborghini decided to send its Huracan out with a bang, appealing to the senses of Americans' redneck roots. Off-road headlights that look like they were bolted on right in Uncle Willie's garage. Off-road side fenders that look like they came straight from the parts section from eBay Motors. And let's not forget the air intake mounted on the roof. Something to remind you of a Hot Wheels car. With actual practicality, so when you're tearing it up out there in the desert, you're not sucking in a bunch of dust. The Lamborghini Huracan, or Lamborghini I should say, is sending the Huracan off with a final hoorah, with fun being the premise of its core. No more rear wheel steering, and instead of more power, you get a little less power. But power isn't necessary, or I should say extra power isn't necessary with the message they're trying to convey with the new Huracan. The Lamborghini's Huracan is an off-road enthusiast, inbred offspring with a supercar. Imagine a supercar mating with an off-road vehicle, keeping the genetics of the supercar relatives, but attending class in the rednecks roots section, attending class where the old K10 and the off-road Ford F-150s from the 80s with their big mud tires. Not necessarily great at rock crawling, but plenty good for driving around in the mud and just good old fun. They put the European extra meticulous details to the side and decided to focus on pure fun. Go off-road with the windows open and the mud flicking in your face as you feel the power, feeling much more practical in a vehicle that you can actually drive comfortably down a road. No more avoiding the potholes of your streets that most Lamborghini owners typically take their cars to. Instead, you can hit that pothole head on without fear of destroying your little skinny sidewalls of your tires, because they beefed up the tires with nice all-terrain tires that the vehicle should have come with in the first place. Debatably should have came with. Comes with the suspension the Huracan should have come with for the typical Lamborghini Huracan driver. Because let's face it, most Lamborghini drivers don't take their Lamborghinis to the track. It's gonna go to Uncle Spencer's ball parties or the local car meet just to show off your car, to show it off in front of everyone. But instead of worrying about driving your car and wrecking it because you're such a novice driver, you can actually take this vehicle and drive it with confidence and comfort. And if you go off-road a little bit because of your insufficient driving skills, it's okay, because Lamborghini thought of the customers and their bad driving skills. So when you spill your vehicle off the road into the desert or your huge grass field, you don't have to worry about spinning out and losing control, because this vehicle's meant for spinning out and losing control. Because fun is the main topic for the Lamborghini's final send-off. We will miss the Huracan as it cradled many of its poor drivers down the road who had no idea what they were doing, couldn't handle the harsh suspension of the race-equipped, incapable vehicle. Many people could not drive the vehicle the way it was meant. But finally, Lamborghini gives you a vehicle that is more comfortable, smoother down the bumpy roads, and a much more usable bang for your buck. Huracan, we will miss you. Love you.
Huracan Sterrato.
I can't do this. I can't.